Welcome to the grand finale of the level 3 Alliance treasure hunt in Rise of Cultures game. Now we will start off with the battle 51 here and end up with the 60 as always. Not so different layout as we usually do, but just maybe a little bit, because we're gonna use horses here and also we're gonna use of course archers, and it's optional, but you can put your mine archers over there. Let's start the battle. As always, the siege. The siege is down, you win the battle. So that's simple as that. So your main importance always should be the siege. You see how easy this battle is. The hardest battle is 49, that's it. All the rest of the battles are very easy. So now the same layout as we used for the wave 1. We have a lot of troops survived, so it's very good for us, and we have full stack of horses still there, still with us, still fighting, which is absolutely amazing. And now you see horses run towards archers, but they attack the infantry. Still, it's very good. They made an impact, made a blast, and therefore made a lot of damage to them. Congratulations, first battle here is done. You can collect the prizes of 3 research points. Battle 52. Let's dive right into it. Here, we're gonna use all the same tactic as in the previous battle. We're gonna put archers. This battle you just can't play any other way if you want to be efficient. Here you have a choice kinda what you want to put. You can put horses, you can put heavy infantry. I'll put heavy infantry just because they will then hopefully survive towards the next battle. You see they just stand there. Okay, they got some damage from the impact, but still they're still there, and we're still rocking this battlefield. Okay, we lost some of them towards the end, but here you just need somebody to cover your archers and that's it. And we have 3 guys, 1 heavy infantry guy, 2 archers, and some little Mayan archers here. Now what you want to do here, as usual, you just want to drop it on the siege, and after the siege you just want to protect your archers for as long as you can with your summoned troops, blocking the way very good until our summoned horses stand. Our archers do the main damage. You see how I call the archers the backbone of the army. How much damage did they do? We had only 3 guys and 1 heavy infantry guy, and our archers basically eliminated most of the enemy. Next battle 53. So here we're gonna use different tactic this time. We're gonna use 2 times horses and 1 time heavy infantry, which are going to make our lives a little bit more easy. So we're gonna put these guys here like this, and then we go with the simple infantry guys. We even have space to fill up a siege on this side, and if you have Mayan archers, they are optional, but you can also put them like this. Now what you want to do is of course summon your troops to kill off the archers as fast as possible. We're gonna have less damage and more troops will survive for the second wave. As you see, first wave done. We lost somebody, but we still have 3 of the heavy infantry and some other units still available for the second wave. The second wave here is very easy because you will just summon your summoned troops on the siege of the enemy as fast as possible, and that's it. Summoning Jags on the siege, Spartans on the siege, and now we want to make sure these infantry guys don't reach our archers or our siege. Congratulations, another victory in another battle. Next battle 54, we're gonna go dive right into it. I used this tactic before. I showed it on these very videos of Alliance Treasure Hunt Part 2, where I showed different tactics. I used this tactic on the level 2, exactly on the same battle, to show you the benefits of using this tactic over the other. Here we go with the siege, have infantry guys on the back, because that way they survive. So we want them to survive for the second wave, so they would cover our troops. What we're gonna do as usual is eliminate the siege, because the siege is most painful thing here, and then it's basically already a win. Just look for which side you need to bolster with the summoned troops, whatever is left there of your military. So this time we lost quite a bit, but we have those 4 guys of the heavy infantry, which is good, and even some of the ordinary infantry, which is also very good. Now we lost 4 archers, but we can handle that, and we still have siege. So there we have it. Next wave, summoning Jags on the siege and summoning all the troops we have to fight off the archers there, because our siege and the remaining units can easily handle the melee units of the enemy, and that's a clear win. Congratulations to us. We are now at the boss battle with the Gunnar, our usual enemy on this battle here towards the end game. And we will use the tactic. I made some spoilers here when I finished level 2. I played this tactic there. It was an actual clear win on the level 2. We lost only one heavy infantry guy and all the rest of the people here survived for the second wave. This tactic is very good and allows more units to survive towards the next wave. Now this is how it looks like. We will dive right into the battle here. As usual, siege, and what we want to do is summon our troops just behind the boss from now on, just so that the boss is distracted by them. He will turn around, you will see something went wrong this time. He's not turning around. Anyway, usually the boss is turning around just for the sake of the summon units. He's usually distracted. Sometimes the game plays a little bit different, but it's okay for us. We still have 10 infantry guys, 2 here. We still have heavy infantry guys, which we specially put on the back just for purpose of this. And as you see, we even have a siege. So that's it. Now we want to bolster our infantry, archers, basically everyone here on the first row. Because archers, we will take them out very easy, but infantry needs to be bolstered so that your archers don't get more damage than they should. That's a win here. So it's not a clear win like on the wave 2, but still very decent win. Congratulations to us, and there we go with a ton RP points for winning this battle. Now these chests here always give pirate fortresses after a certain level. Now on the 1000 encounters total, it will give 2 more possibly, or barrack refill. After 1000 encounters, every chest here you open will give you definitely only pirate fortress. Battle 56. We will use some different tactic here for this part. We're gonna stack up our infantry troops on the left. Now these fights from 56 to 59 are very easy. They're much easier than many of the fights on the level 3. We will use the horses, we will use our archers, and we will put the siege. That's the way we want to go. We have sadly no space to put mine archers because we have only 2 squares left if we use this layout. This is just to maximize whatever troops you have, just to put them on the battlefield. When infantry is stacked, you have a high chances that the ones that behind will survive for the second wave. If you have a chance to summon any summoned troops, just summon them to bolster them because they die very fast at this stage here. For the wave 2, this one is a lot easier than usual. We have these 2 guys, we have horses for distraction, we have our siege, which is very good, and we have our archer. What we want to do here is, of course, we want to eliminate the siege first, and then we want to just distract this infantry while our siege and our archers do the rest of the job. So as long as you distract them, you see, 1 hit from the siege and they all dead. And we won another battle. Congratulations to us. Battle 57. We're gonna go just the same way as the battle 56. The point is that they have no difference in them at all. We want to just stack up the infantry as we've done in the previous battle, just the same way. This is why we use horses. You see, no infantry, and now you summon Spartans right here in the middle, because the most of the damage that comes here in this battle comes from your siege. And you don't want your troops fighting, because summon troops, you don't care basically about them, but your troops, you need them as many as you can to survive for the next wave, and this is what happened with us now. Here we have enemy cavalry against us. Still, as you see, we have a lot of troops. We have like almost 60 or 70% of our infantry survived, which is very good. Now we just put archers in the middle, because we don't want them in the front. We don't want them on the left or right, because there is enemy cavalry, and we can put a siege, but I'm not sure. I would better remove it, because otherwise we might need to repellish it, but let's try it out and see if those horses will attack it. If they will, and they did, they just went to being distracted, which is very beneficial for us because siege survived anyway, but they were distracted for those few minutes and we actually needed those minutes. Now we got 1 more compass for free. Nice, we can continue battle. Battle 58. I will show you how it's done here on the level 3. A lot more, maybe easier way than we usually do. Now we need infantry 3 groups, basically usual, we use it here. You want to hide your siege. Level 2, like wave 2, will be very easy, but you will need a siege to just clear it fast and don't have any inconveniences which you don't want to. So that's it, that's the way you want to go. And as usual, summon your summon troops only at the siege first, the Jags, exactly, because Jags will also help here to clear out the remaining enemy, and all the rest of your summon troops fighting archers to distract them. Now we're gonna lose a lot of these guys now. You see many of them survive, but we're gonna lose a lot of them just because they're kinda stupid and they don't go around the wall, they just attack the wall. But it's a win, and we go for the second wave. And as you see here, we have only 1 infantry groups, 2 archers, 1 cannon. Therefore, this is very easy. What you need to do is you put up a siege back where it was. You put your horses, because 2 full stacks survived actually the first wave, but we lost infantry, which is usual, unfortunately. And now we summon all the rest of our troops just on the other side of the wall, so they would distract the archers and we would not have any inconveniences with them. So that's the way we go. Now we just watch how our troops easily clear out the remaining archers, and see now why we need the siege, because siege just made 2 shots, and in 2 shots all of the archer groups of the enemy died. Congratulations, another battle won, and the prize is... okay, I got some books. Battle 59 of Alliance Treasure Hunt level 3. We'll dive into the battle. You're gonna see what benefits gives us this exact layout. What you want to do here is basically this, the same as we go 57, 58. We use 2 times horses, infantry and archers. Infantry needs to be stuck here to cover this cavalry which the enemy is throwing at us. Now, as usual, Jags go on the cannons, but don't waste sending anybody else because you don't need it. Jags will finish their job very easily and clear off both of the siege of the enemy. And now here, as you see, our troops are not very smart. They will just stand and fight the wall instead of fighting archers who actually do the damage to them. But it's okay, we still won and most of our troops survived. And as you see, already second battle in a row, we have full 2 stacks of cavalry survived first wave, which is absolutely amazing for us. Now we want to summon this one guy here just to soak the cannonballs, because otherwise if we put somebody stronger in there, they would probably just die and it would be a waste. We want as many of them to survive for the actual fight, so that's why this one guy is there. Every time I show you this exact battle, there is always this one guy. He's actually the savior of the day. You see, we lost him, but 2 stacks of cavalry survived and actually attacked. Therefore, it's very wise to use the lowest infantry group you have just there, just in that corner, just so that it soaks 2 first cannonballs that are definitely going to be shot when the battle starts. Congratulations, we won the battle 59 and only 1 battle remains against the boss, Cromwell. We reached the boss battle, battle 60 in Alliance Treasure Hunt level 3. As usual, we fight Cromwell. Cromwell starts and finishes our Alliance Treasure Hunt every time. Finishes on every level. Now let's dive into it. I'll show you the tactic. I made some spoilers for it on the level 2, but it's very good one to also use here for this exact fight on the level 3, because it makes our lives a lot more easy. That's the way we want to go. Let's just start the battle. So firstly, as usual, we eliminate the siege. That's why we need horses, because we want to get rid of the archers as fast as possible. And when the archers are down, all you need to do is surround the boss and hope that the RNG is on your side and that he will not eliminate everyone by the time you finish him. This time it's like middle, okay. Sometimes we get very lucky. Most of our troops survive. This is not the case, but still it's okay. We still have cavalry, we have siege, we have basically everything we need just to win this. So what we want to do here is just bolster the front lines. The enemy broke through and we don't want to lose archers, so we want to bolster the front lines. Okay, we lost a little bit of archers, but we need to give siege the time to finish everybody off. So as long as they don't reach your archers, it's very good. But you see how much damage the siege does, and that's how we win. Congratulations, we finished Alliance Treasure Hunt level 3 now. We get ourselves a new customization, which is for Rural Farm, gives us 2 RP points per day, very good. And on this note, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on my next videos.